Well, now that that's been done, I can speak with you. We can share. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am Reverend Morznda, and I tell you, I am so delighted to be here. I want to welcome you all. Welcome those of you out there in, as Rev Edith likes to say, love streaming land. I hope you are feeling snuggly and warm. It's pretty snuggly and warm in here as well. And I think especially so for me because I got a good dose of the warm fuzzies as I walked in this morning after having been away for a while. I am thrilled to be here. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. As you may be aware, Rev Edith is away with family this weekend, celebrating the life of her brother. And I'm honored to be here in her stead. Thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Love truly does live here. And now let's open our time together in prayer. If you just take a deep breath with me. As we anchor ourselves into this place. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. Divine and Holy One, we're grateful for our time together, our time to honor you, honor who we are, the light of our being, the love that we are. We dedicate and consecrate this time together to the divinity within our hearts, fully present, fully active, fully alive. We know the truth of who we are, and the truth is good. The truth is God. It is a time for us to be filled with the light that we are, radiating this light out into the world. And as we do so today, we extend love and support, goodwill and comfort to all. We hold in mind our beloved Rev Edith as she's with her family. We hold her close to our hearts. We also keep in mind our brothers and sisters out in California. May all outside of our walls feel the hearts and arms extended to them with a loving embrace. I bless this time together. I bless our time knowing that it is all God. In gratitude I say, it is so, and so we let it be. Amen. Okay. I guess I'm still up. And it's time for our core values. I invite you to say them with me. The first, as you can see on the screen, is community, love in action, prayer, gratitude, abundance, diversity, and integrity, youth, adult, and family spiritual education. I tell you, I could speak more broadly on all of those topics in the ways that I have experienced them here in this community. But as we're focusing on gratitude today, I will say again how grateful I am to be here. How grateful I am that when Spirit said to me some 30-odd years ago, go, and I listened. And I have grown so much since my first time walking through those doors. The growth that I've experienced here is the reason that I stand here before you today, calling myself Reverend. And so I pray that you all here as well as all out there who are streaming in, I pray that you too are filled with gratitude for all that you have in your lives. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, can we try that again? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, you're gonna channel that energy that you just gave through the saying of that good morning into our congregational song today. My soul is welcome here. As Rev Edith says, feel free to get your boogie on, or snap your fingers, stand up, sing, whatever turns you on. Okay. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Here we go. I'm at the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm at the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Okay, can we say it together? My soul is welcome here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. My soul is welcome here. Let me hear you. Oh yeah. My soul is welcome here. My soul. Let's do that 4 more times. Here we go. Oh, my soul.
Great, and you love that song. Hi, guys. I'm here with your transformational opportunities. So we're kicking off a clothing drive. Caring Cottage team is doing a clothing drive, and it's the National Center for Children and Families down in Bethesda. It's an incredible organization. So please bring your used, gently clean, good condition coats, hats, jackets, gloves, pants, all kinds of things. Anything you think someone might need, big or little, bring it in. Next, we have community meeting next Sunday. Real important, real important. We're getting a new board member. We got to vote on that. You can come on Zoom. The Zoom link went out in a special email that Keith sent out, right, Keith? And it's also in the newsletter. So if you can't be here in person, please, please, please Zoom into the meeting. Community meetings are real important. And this one is an update, general update. Rev Edith and the board will give us a sort of a general check-in, how we're doing, where we're at. And then we also have this special election. So please plan to tune into that. Next, January SAE class, Jane McCarthy, one of our longest-standing LUTs along with Bill. Jane will be teaching the Jesus is Teaching class. She is an incredible teacher. If you've ever wondered about the Bible through the eyes of unity, please think about signing up for this class. She brings a wealth of background information, historical information on that era, and so I highly recommend her as a teacher. How to Thrive in 2025, our own Carol Plummer, licensed unity teacher, will be getting us kicked off for the year to thrive. So all kinds of fun ways, interesting ways to facilitate your self-growth to thrive in 2025. So think about that. And then we're having a birthday party. Rev Edith's birthday is the 28th, so we're throwing a party. So come on the 24th, that's Friday, the 24th, we're kicking off a party. 5 p.m., bring snacks, light refreshments, 6 to 9, we're going to eat. Party, we're going to dance, we're going to play. Come on, you guys, you know you're going to come and have some fun with Rev Edith, right? Okay. So sign up to bring some food, sign up to come have some fun, okay? Be there, be there. Dispenza study group, Breaking How to Be Yourself is one of Dispenza's seminal works. And we're going to do a study group. And this is actually partly because I need help staying on track. And so I'm like, I'm going to get a group of people together to help me stay on track. So I highly recommend this book. It's really takes the unity teachings and how to do it, how to do what's being taught, how to really implement changes in your lives. It goes into all kinds of brain science as well. So I recommend checking out this book study. We'll have a movie. We'll watch a movie on the 26th and here in the sanctuary to kind of kick things off. Infinite Connection Spirit Groups. The Spirit Groups are wonderful small groups that we convene to just get people connected and talk about different topics. And so we've got Infinite Connections. So come and talk about your spiritual journey with a small group. It's nothing like sharing and giving ideas, right? Okay, next we have prayer. Unity was founded in prayer. Unity was founded because of prayer. It's our foundational block, okay? And so we have many ways that prayer is supported and encouraged in our community. We have a prayer chaplain. Errol, where are you, Errol? Errol will be praying with you after service today. If you want some one-on-one prayer, and it's always confidential. We have a prayer box. If you want to write down your prayer, we have a prayer team that prays over the prayer list every single day. And then after 30 days, those names or situations are forwarded to Silent Unity for another 30 days. So it's a very powerful way to get the energy around whatever wants to get healed. And we have prayer email. You can request a prayer through the website, and you'll get a little response back. So there's lots of different ways to incorporate prayer in your life. And with that, we will move on to our daily word. So let's settle in. Settle in. Take a deep breath. Let's settle in. Our daily word is gratitude. So I invite you just to close your eyes for a sec. Just take a deep breath. Oh, and just call up something that reminds you of your gratitude. And make these words yours. On this day, we will affirm, practicing gratitude leads me to the best life has to offer. We can say that together. Practicing gratitude leads me to the best life has to offer. Finding the good in situations, even undesirable ones, and feeling grateful is a spiritual superpower. When I practice gratitude, I'm living my faith that blessings of all kinds are constantly unfolding and the goodness of God is in all things. Gratitude keeps me positive, helping me to expect the best and not the worst. It opens my heart to the existing blessings and primes me to receive even more. When I live with an attitude of gratitude, I'm simply magnetic. I go forth with the expectation I will have what I need when I need it. I will meet the people I need to meet and be in the right place at the right time. In prayer, I gratefully give grateful thanks and rest assured my highest and best outcomes are on their way to me. And today's Bible verse is from the book of Psalms, chapter 136, verse 1. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. So just take a moment, put your hand on your heart, reflect on the word for today. Gratitude. And so it is.
So, this is the time of our service where we go within for meditation. We center ourselves for a few moments of inner contemplation. So, just take a deep breath. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. If you prefer, just lower your gaze and breathe. We consciously allow ourselves to settle into the stillness of our inner knowing. Breathing again. We soften a bit more, dropping our shoulders, going deeper still. We're grateful to be here, fully anchored on this earth plane, holding the high watch for ourselves and for each other. We remember who we are. We are the light divine. God's radiant light. We are powerful beings. I know that to be true for myself, as I know it to be true for you. I invite you to repeat these words with me. I am a powerful being of light. I am the light divine. Just place your hand on your heart or on your solar plexus and just allow the words to feel you. Just take in the energy. And as the words feel you, you feel the energy of the words as well. I am a powerful being of light. I am the light divine. Just say it with me. I am a powerful being of light. I am the light divine. And just quietly affirm those words. I am a powerful being of light. I am the light divine. We go a little bit deeper in the stillness. And the silence, deeper, deeper still. I am a powerful being of light. I am the light. As you consciously bring yourself back to this space, you hold onto the truth of these words. You are a powerful being. You are a light divine. And you call it onto yourself. I am a powerful being. I am the light divine. And so it is.
on the verge of a new beginning. I see a change that I must make. I'm getting lots of signals about the road that I must take. I'm feeling stronger every day. With a leap of faith, I'll be on my way. I've played it safe for so long, afraid to take a chance. I'm ready to go forward, can leave my life to circumstance. I'm feeling stronger every day. With a leap of faith, I'll be on my way. It all comes down to action. It's time to make a move. Gotta pull myself together, lock into a better groove. I don't wanna waste one moment looking back with one regret. And I know that the solution lies in making that first step. I'm reaching for the stars. They don't seem so far away. So take me by the hand and see the dawn of a new day. I'm feeling stronger every day, and the time is right, and I see the light. With a leap of faith, I'll be on my way. Oh, on my way. With a little leap of faith, I'll be on my way. With a leap of faith.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to confess that I only this morning realized how much I had missed the Namaste Band music. So, thank you. So, good morning again. I have a question for you all. Do we have any first-timers here this morning? Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's wonderful to have you here. Were you able to get a packet? Did the ushers take care of you? Giving you a, oh, good. So we hope you will take care of that packet and leave it here with us. And Reverend Edith will be in touch. So really good to have you here. Okay. So I have some words that I'd like to share with you this morning. Some words on how we live our lives each and every day by faith, whether or not we're consciously aware of it. I don't know if any of you have ever thought about it. We go through the day by day, taking things for granted. A part of the reason that we can do that is because of our faith. And so we very often live quite unconsciously. But I'd like to just have us focus a little bit today on how we can live more consciously with this blessing that we have. So I have been growing accustomed to this new salutation Grand Rising. Anybody else here familiar with it? Oh, Deletta is. I tell you, Jeff, you as well? No? No? Well, I discovered it just recently. And, you know, I've got to go do some research. I've got to look. The person who shared it with me questioned it herself. She had no idea from where it came. So I did the research, discovered it's been growing steadily in popularity for the past few years. And I see it as a reminder to begin our day with a positive and hopeful outlook. It feels a lot stronger to me than good morning. And maybe it's because I've heard good morning all my life, and we're in new times that seem to call us up for more. So this grand rising salutation really sounds so more powerful to me. And I've got to add it to my lexicon. I've got to become more accustomed to using it, more comfortable with using it. And, you know, one of the things that I discovered as I searched for information about this term, I found something that was not much of a surprise. There were lots of explanations, different interpretations, but they all really sort of coalesced to mean the same thing. And of course, you know, grand rising, those are pretty popular words in our vocabulary. We use those words in different ways all the time. But I really love the fact that it sounds like an exhortation, a call to be more mindful and purposeful with our lives. Essentially saying, get on with living a more exuberant life. You have all that you need. Get on with it. Sounds a little bit like what Miss Edie is about to offer with the Joe Dispenza course. And by the way, I have read some of that book, and I've done some of the work with Edie, and I highly recommend it. So that as an aside. Well, you know, the fact that there didn't seem to be any definitive source, any one definitive source for the phrase, just spoke to me of our belonging, one to the other, lifting each other into the best version of ourselves. Grand rising, Edie.
Grand rising.
Yes, here we go. Grand rising, Fred. Are you ready for it? So the goal is to lift ourselves, grow ourselves into the best version we possibly can. And so the question is, how do we get there from here? Miss Edie has an option. We can look at that later. But what I mean is get ourselves to the place where we see ourselves as Spirit sees us. More brightly, more fully, even as we are fully known. Using words from Corinthians 13:12. We have got to be willing to do the work, don't we? As the beginning of that verse says, for now we see in a mirror dimly, but then face to face we see more clearly. When we do the work and remove the blinders, we're able to see the light within and thereby see the light in others. The work may be the same for all of us, But it also is different at the same time. You know, we're all on the path of seeker, journeying to reveal this light. And we've made divine agreements with the playwright of the production that we're currently in. No matter your role, cast or crew, all roles are valued, all players deeply loved. One of the ways in which Spirit shows the love for us is clearly demonstrated in the gift of free will. The ability to make our own choices regarding our portrayal of those roles we have chosen. In other words, Spirit, as the playwright and producer, has complete faith in us. We often speak of one's faith in God, but rarely do we use the word to describe God's hope in us. When I think about it, I recognize the fact that it requires abiding love, free of all judgment and expectations, to bestow that honor on us. I don't know what the gift of free will means to you, but I will share with you what it means to me. After having spent much of my life hearing about the gift of free will, I must confess that I accepted it as truth, but never explored the full meaning of the words. And then one day, I had a moment of clarity, an awakening, you can say. I had spent many years on the seeker's journey, as have many of you, seeking healing and understanding, praying, meditating, taking classes, doing the work. Then one day, in a flash, a new realization dawned. I found that I was able to go beyond my former intellectual concept of free will and allow the depth of God's love for me, for all of us, to envelop me. In that moment, the love, the knowing, permeated my soul, and I experienced a love I had never known, had never felt before. All at once, there was a sense of exhilaration, of gratitude, and also responsibility. This new level of awareness called me up to be more responsible for my actions, for my thoughts, for the way I expressed myself, for the way in which I was as a human being. I'm getting a little emotional as I recall the experience, and I must confess that at the time, I was very emotional, and I'm grateful that I had a measure of privacy during that experience that I don't have now as I stand here before you. But as it all settled in, I realized so much more about who I am and Spirit's love for us and who we are on this planet and what we're about. That was the first time that I fully understood that faith is a two-way exchange of love and trust. Just as I chose to believe and have faith in God, so too does God have faith in me. That experience for me was one of the most powerfully transformative ones of my life. So now that I've shared my experience with faith with you, let's take a look at some of the descriptions of faith that come from other sources. In Hebrews 11:1, faith is described as having confidence and trust that God's promises will be fulfilled. Writing in Faith Over Fear, Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, said that faith is the perceiving power of the mind linked with the power to shape substance. 16th century theologian Martin Luther wrote, "Faith is a living, daring confidence in God's grace, so sure and certain that a man could stake his life on it 1,000 times." I invite you to just breathe on those words. Just let those words drop into your heart space. Essentially, faith asks us to surrender to what is and trust in God's promise. Trust in the possibility of what can be. Danon Parry expresses what this trust is in a parable of the trapeze in a book entitled Warriors of the Heart. I would like to share this essay with you in its entirety. Although I hesitated to do so, I will share. I thought originally that I would just give excerpts, and Spirit kept saying, no, share it in its entirety. And I finally listened, and this is an example of the gift of listening to the messages that we get. Once I included it in its entirety in my message, I got the order of service, only to discover that our gifted music director, Diletta, also has a way of listening to Spirit. So the song that we just heard is called Leap of Faith, and the song coming up next will give you an even fuller understanding of why Spirit said, do this. So it's about 3 minutes or so long, so bear with me. As I said, this was guidance. When Spirit speaks, you listen. The parable of the trapeze, turning the fear of transformation into the transformation of fear. Sometimes I feel that my life is a series of trapeze swings. I'm either hanging on to a trapeze bar, swinging along, or for a few moments in my life, I'm hurtling across space in between trapeze bars. Most of the time, I spend my life hanging on for dear life to my trapeze bar of the moment. It carries me along at a steady rate of swing, and I have the feeling that I'm in control of my life. I know most of the right questions and even some of the answers. But every once in a while, as I'm merrily, or even not so merrily, swinging along, I look out ahead of me into the distance, and what do I see? Another trapeze bar swinging toward me. It's empty, and I know, in that place in me that knows that this new trapeze bar has my name on it. It is my next step. My growth, my aliveness coming to get me. In my heart of hearts, I know that for me to grow, I must release my grip on this present well-known bar and move to the new one. Each time it happens to me, I hope. No, I pray. I pray that I won't have to let go of my old bar completely before I grab the new one. But in my knowing place, I know that I must totally release my grasp on my old bar. And for some moment in time, I must hurtle across space before I can grab on to the new one. Each time I'm filled with terror. It doesn't matter that in all my previous hurdles across the void of unknowing, I have always made it. I am each time afraid that I will miss, that I will be crushed on unseen rocks in the bottomless chasm between bars. I do it anyway. Perhaps this is the essence of what the mystics call the faith experience. No guarantees, no net, no insurance policy. But if you do it anyway, because somehow to keep hanging on to that old bar is no longer on the list of alternatives. So for an eternity that can last a microsecond or 1,000 lifetimes, I soar across the dark void of the past is gone. The future is not yet here. It's called transition. I have come to believe this transition is the only place that real change occurs. I mean real change, not the pseudo change that only lasts until the next time my old buttons get punched. I have noticed that in our culture, this transition zone is looked upon as a no thing, a no place between places. Sure, the old trapeze bar was real, and that new one coming towards me, I hope that's real too. But the void in between, is that just a scary, confusing, disorienting nowhere that must be gotten through as fast and as unconsciously as possible? No. What a wasted opportunity that would be. I have a sneaking suspicion that the transition zone is the only real thing, and the bars are illusions we dream up to avoid the void where the real change, the real growth occurs for us. Whether or not my hunch is true, it remains that the transition zones in our lives are incredibly rich places. They should be honored, even savored. Yes, with all the pain and fear and feelings of being out of control that can, but not necessarily accompany transitions, they are still the most alive, most growth-filled, passionate, expansive moments in our lives. We cannot discover new oceans unless we have the courage to lose sight of the shore. So transformation of fear may have nothing to do with making fear go away, but rather giving ourselves permission to hang out in the transition between trapezes. Transforming our need to grab that new bar, any bar, is allowing ourselves to dwell in the only place where change really happens. It can be terrifying. It can also be enlightening in the true sense of the word. Hurtling through the void, we just may learn how to fly. Sound familiar? Not literally, of course. The writer uses the trapeze as a metaphor that demonstrates what can be referred to as our resilient nature. Resilience that comes out of our willingness to hang out in the transition between trapezes. In other words, to be of faith. And again, as the writer says, when we're in the throes of despair, of fear, we don't always recognize those times as opportunities for growth and transformation. But when we see through the mirror darkly, we become so focused on grasping the thing that is in hand or closest to our reach that we so easily overlook what is our next best course of action. To step off the rung and grab the trapeze bar. The transformation of fear requires surrender. When we surrender our fear and decide to stake our lives on God's grace one more time, we find the power of divine partnership that enables our growth. Jesus, our beloved brother and way-shower, demonstrated courage for us. It was abiding faith and courage that led Myrtle Fillmore to co-found Unity Church. We look a bit closer to home to find all the ways in which our beloved Reverend Edith has exemplified strong faith and resilience, courageously reaching time and time again for the trapeze bar that bears her name. The story of Jesus is known and appreciated far and wide beyond the bounds of Christianity. Unity Church and its tenets are also known and adhered to around the world. Many courageous souls have radiated their light into the world so that we may be inspired to triumph over our own so-called adversities. Reverend Edith's story may not be known as widely as those names mentioned, but her light is not dimmed because of it. Neither is yours. Neither is mine. There is a divine intelligence within us that knows who we truly are, knows the love that we are is a reflection of God's love for us. Love, the underpinning of faith. We are being called to reach for that bar. Baal Shem Tov, an 18th century mystical rabbi, said, "Let me fall if I must fall. The one I am becoming will catch me." I call on you to stand in faith, to claim your infinite power and wholeness. Just as Jesus charged the lame in the Bible, I charge you today. Rise. Take up your bed and walk. Rise, beloveds, and walk into the power and purpose of who you were made to be. And let's just share an affirmation to help us on this journey. You'll see it on the screen. I invite you to say it with me. My faith empowers me to thrive. One more time. My faith empowers me to thrive. And so it is.
You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you get stressed on the strife. But I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain. Today, I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could cry all night about the things you hate, so dissatisfied in so many ways. But I'm gonna find a way to celebrate. Today, I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. Picked up my baggage and I threw it out the door. Not looking back because the past is such a bore. I'm gonna stand with the moon and the stars up on my face. Today, I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could hurry full of worry, let the fear take you out. Imagining the worst, overcome with doubt. There's no way to know, no, and that's the only way. Today, I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. gonna stand with the moon and the stars up on my face today, 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 today. I'm flying on faith. I'm flying on faith. You could go ahead and tiptoe through your life, digging in the dirt, you get stress and the strife, but I'm gonna fly past the worry and the pain today. I'm flying on faith.
What? Yeah, we are flying on faith. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Let's give her some more love. So this is our time of giving. I invite you to think about all that we are here, and it's all because of us, our giving and our generosity in tithes and in volunteering and sharing our talents. And so this is our time of giving back. You can put your offering in the box in the back. You can go online and give a gift. But thank you. I mean, I know I'm personally very grateful to everything that everybody contributes to this community. I've been here for a long, long time. And it's because of us that we get to do this. And I'm just so thank you for all that you give to this community. So let's do our blessing together. Let's bless our gifts together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am so grateful. So it is. Thank you.
Good morning. So, who's got something I need to? I'm going to take yours just for a second. So, what's the power this month? Loudly. What's the color? Blue. Where is it? No, center of your brain. Yes. Center of, there's another power that's kind of the center of your forehead, but this one's the center of your brain. And what did we do today? Okay, Fauna, go ahead.
We made these papers, which we needed to, we showed, Miss Okoswa showed us what a mustard seed looks like, and we talked about how faith is kind of like a mustard seed, and if you plant it, it grows.
Absolutely. So you heard that. Mustard seed, you plant it, it grows. And so our faith is, how small is it? Mustard seed. And how large is it? Well, yeah, it could be as big as the whole earth. It's also Make Your Dreams Come True Day. So we talked about dreams too. So there's a few of them who have to work a little bit on it because just to say I want to be rich, you need a plan. Didn't we talk about needing a plan? Okay, or somebody else wanted fast cars, but he couldn't tell me what kind of cars. Now, me, personally, I want a cherry red Maserati with black leather seats. Now, ask me if I could get in or out of that Maserati. Anyhow, faith. So, who's ready to start with the end? One, who wants to do the second piece? Okay, two, here we go.
I am the light of the world. I live as the light. You? Mm-hmm. You are the light of the world. You live as the light.
We.
Rise in grandeur, beloveds. Be who you were made to be. Go ahead. Rise. Rise in faith. Have a blessed week.
I said we're turning pain into joy, turning fear into faith, turning doubt into hope, turning sorrow to grace, and we're turning war into peace, turning weakness to might, turning sickness to health, turning darkness to light, so we can light up the world. We can light up the world, light up the whole wide world with the power I said we're turning pain into joy, turning fear into faith, turning doubt into hope, turning sorrow to grace. We're turning war into peace, turning weakness to might, turning sickness to health, turning darkness to light, so we can light up the world. Light up the world. Light up the whole wide world with the power of our love. Oh, we can